If you do plan on heading out, maybe you got to get something done today. You wait until after the noontime hour, more specifically after the time the kids get out of school, and you're probably going to be a lot better off. The flurries, they're not a lot out there as we look to our morning. Satellite radar combination shows just that. We did have some near the state line just recently. A lot of that has shown up as dissipated on our radar side, but I don't think that's the case. I think the snowflakes have lessened in intensity, so the radar's not picking them up. Where's trash bin today? That's the big question. Is it going to be close to home or is it going to be down the road? Well, let's find out. It's probably going to be in your neighbor's yard if you're not careful, especially if you put it out this morning. Gusts as high as 40 miles per hour. We'll see that eventually drop as the afternoon and evening hours progress. And the wind has died down, leaving us with, well, above zero wind chill values. Stick around. I'll let you know the hour-by-hour forecast for today and the next few. That's after the break. We do still have the flood warning. It's in effect until 11:45 p.m. Eastern time. That's for basically everywhere in Michiana. And this is going to be the threat through Thursday. If you've been downtown, you know exactly what the river usually looks like. You notice those trees there in the center of the image. Those usually aren't covered in water, nor is the Riverwalk, and you see that the Riverwalk is completely submerged. What you're seeing is the winds, the inbound and outbound winds inside these thunderstorms. I don't see a defined signature that would say there is a tornado, but nonetheless, I'm glad that the National Weather Service put this warning out so that everyone is safe. Tornado warning is in effect now for Kosciuszko County. That's the southern portion of Kosciuszko County at this moment. Folks, if you are in Silver Lake, if you are just north of Manchester along State Road 13 in the southern portion of Kosciuszko County, tornado warning for you now. You need to be in your safe place if you're not there already.
The piling up of ice chunks prompted officials to shut down a scenic parkway.
Yeah, that's the Niagara Parkway to be exact, and that's what's called an ice shove. Basically, when you have all this ice that sits on the water and you have the wind that kind of pushes it inland. And many of us are likely to continue this trend of, well, quiet conditions for the time being. We've actually got high pressure building overhead, and that's what's giving us the decent weather condition. You can actually pick it out on the wind streamlines map. We've got a high pressure system over the extreme western portion of Lake Superior, and then one over the thumb of Michigan. And you can tell by the outward push of the wind as opposed to the counterclockwise motion that you see out there in the Central Plains. We do expect to have this sort of breakdown, the scenario breakdown, which means we're in for some snowflakes as we look to the upcoming weekend. Watching that very carefully. But a beautiful look at Notre Dame from our Skyview 16 camera. What we're finding, a little sunshine peeking through the clouds. Yeah, the clouds have stuck around in some capacity, but they will still allow the sunshine to settle in and allow temperatures to warm. Shows 32 as the latest temperature at the South Bend International Airport, so we'll watch that very closely throughout the afternoon. We still have the potential to get into the upper 30s, and some of you near 40. That wouldn't be a bad thing. Here's a look at the rest of this afternoon. We find temperatures are going to increase. Probably with a variably cloudy sky by 3-4 o'clock. That's when the peak temperatures will likely to occur. As clouds continue to roll in, temperatures will make their slow descent, probably down into the middle 20s as we look just past the midnight hour, and that's going to be the potential for some snow showers. We're watching that very carefully. So let's fill in the blanks of that forecast and go hour by hour. 16 future tracking what we've got. The cloud cover still pushing into our area. Notice the temperatures. These are widespread, by the way. Middle and upper 30s, a little bit cooler near the lakeshore, but generally we're going to see a warm up. We're going to drop quickly as we look late this evening. Latest model trying to stay completely clear at 7 o'clock. I think that may be a stretch. I think the clouds will be rolling in by that point. Certainly they're already out there. And as we transition past midnight, you notice the temperature is dropping. Chances of snow showers are back in the forecast, and the latest models are now keeping that a bit further south. So that easily could mean that many of us see the light snow. They're moving through very quickly between the hours of, we'll say, 2 and 7 o'clock in the morning. Some of us could get a coating, maybe up to an inch. It'll just depend on the rate of snowfall and how quickly this rolls through. Lake effect is possible as we look to the noontime hour on Saturday, with temperatures hovering right around the freezing mark. And we may rise to about 34 degrees as we look to the afternoon Saturday. Latest models indicate we're down into the 20s. I agree with that to start out the daytime on Sunday. Sunday's chances of snow becoming more minimalized because the next system, well, a lot of that snow is going to be further south, but that's not to say if you're south of US 6 and US 30 you couldn't see snow. In fact, many of us still have the potential to see snow, but I think the higher amounts of accumulation, more than what could be considered a coating, will likely be down south of US 24 and then across portions of the southern portions of the Hoosier State. So here's a look at the forecast, and I want to show you in time what we've got for early next week. Notice on the screen, especially Monday. Monday at this time, we could be seeing sub-zero wind chill values, especially with temperatures increasing to the lower teens. So you want to keep this in mind that you're going to need every single layer in the coat closet as we get to the start of next week, the first full week of March 2019. I can't believe we're already there.
I know, and I wish we could just say, no, do that over, because I've said goodbye to those sub-zero temperatures. I don't like that.
Well, we just have to get through it, because after which, late next week into the weekend,
Right?
just in time for the time change, I know we lose an hour of sleep, we get temperatures back into the 40s, if not near 50 degrees. So
Okay.
It's a waiting game. We have to get through these swings. This is the time of the year that you see these swings going from winter to spring.
Gotcha.